came for the dollars, call it basketball. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, then I hit that. Okay, yeah, then I hit that. Then I hit that.
Now, this great venue has hosted some memorable playoff games over the years, and these Bear fans are hoping to make some new memories today at Soldier Field in Chicago. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Carolina Panthers and the Chicago Bears. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Throwing on first down. Jeffries rolling to his right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they work this well upfield across the 45. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
Now a throw out to his fullback. It's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
That last catch winds up costing him 3, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd and 13. Operating from the gun, Jeffries. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
In their wild card win last, put up plays like we just you to move on in these playoffs.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jeffries. He'll buy some time right. And his throw is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Here's McCaffrey. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Taken down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. From the gun, Jeffries. Brings up fourth down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth.
6-yard.
Gay's kick is good. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
And I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, Griffin. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Griffin now to throw on third down. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
1st and 10.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is RG3. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. That's out to the left and complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They'll roll him out right. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. So that'll back him up 5. On 2nd down, here's Griffin. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 45 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
3, Bears nothing.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the gun, it's Griffin. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Devin Funchess there to make the grab. And the Bears have taken the lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he'll be out right at the 35. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jeffries. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
First down.
Just to pick up a 3, but now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackled that time by Sidney Jones. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jeffries got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
And a Panther first down.
Back to throw. Jeffries. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. From the gun, Jeffries. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline.
Jeffries' pass complete. Fumbled on the play. Recovered by the offense.
Operating from the gun, Jeffries. Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. From the gun, Jeffries. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And goal at the 1-yard line.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. And I guess that's where you turn on 4th and goal to your muscle back there. Hand him the football. He does the dirty work.
I think you're asking a lot of your defense there, right? Having to make the stand, have to prepare for just about any type of play to be called. And then here comes the power right at you. On that play, the big man got into the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. To throw again on 2nd down. Griffin looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you, and that may have been what happened there.
On 1st down, Jeffries. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. On 3rd down, Jeffries. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
He's good.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go. Got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're...
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. They go play action with Griffin. Going deep here for Watkins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in, because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot, and that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12.
Looking to throw. Jeffries. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Incomplete on the throwaway. It's now 2nd and 10.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Off play action. Jeffries. Flush to his right. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Hey, 25 to Mike. We'll go 25 to Mike. I know he is.
Love, they go play action now. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now a look at the backup, Jordan Love. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down. Play
action this time with Love. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Here we go on 4th down with Griffin. Going deep here for Landry. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Throwing to start the drive. Jeffries gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a Panthers 1st down, 17 yards on the play. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They go play action here on 1st down. Being chased out left. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there. And there we saw completion.
It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
On the play leads to 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now a run with McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll halt play here for an injury as Christian McCaffrey is slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal.
On for the field goal. A 20-yard attempt.
And Gay knocks this one through. And that will give him a 12-point lead. So make him 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives are bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
Taken in the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
2nd and 4 at the 29-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Here's Griffin. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10. They go play action. Griffin. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that's caught at the 25. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big play there for the Bears on 3rd. 57 yards.
At the 20-yard line.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
That looked like a 2-deep coverage, which we call cover 2. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 47-yard line.
One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Lines up and lets it go for Samuel. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 17. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the 2nd half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time. The crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Griffin. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
9-yard line.
Now Griffin. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 37 yards.
First down, Carolina.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. McCaffrey. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll run with McCaffrey. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard strike. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It was Jordan Evans making the play defensively.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
22 on the carry.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he is not going anywhere. He will not even get back to the line of scrimmage as the clock will stop at the 2-minute warning.
Brings up 4th down.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
19.
Well, Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Check nickel, nickel.
Throwing again. Love. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Intended for Gerald Everett.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
He's coming, double up. Right. Motion.
Love looking to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete.
Well, this has not been going the way that he thought prior to the game. Probably figured he'd be able to throw a few more downfield, but he's having to run around for his life back there. They've already gotten to him a number of times. They'll keep coming after him in the pass rush. My advice, shorter passes. Get the ball out of your hand.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. And they will take a knee here.
Ready? 52. 52 is the light. Get in the right room. Get in the right room. Right 52. Push him back. Push him back.
And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Check 52's the light. Check 52's the light. Damn.
And they take a knee.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
The Panthers season will press on as we say so long, everybody. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say...